everyone, it's Shikamaru 9200. Yeah, it's me, Mario. Encore et encore. Donc nous nous retrouvons pour l'épisode 3. Là c'est le père à Doc, il veut l'empêcher de montrer son invention, quoi, en gros. Ils veulent discuter. Bon, on va parler avec le Judge Brown.
You don't think you can shelter him?
Mettez par contre.
Emmett's gone. You just missed him.
Young man, I've been sitting on the bench of Hill Valley Criminal Court for 15 years. I can smell a dissembler a mile away. Now, are you going to turn him over, or will I have to use force?
Don't antagonize him.
Well, if you're not gonna say anything...
So he is up there with you.
Thanks a lot.
Son, I order you to come down from there this second. You dare to disobey a direct? I want to speak to my son.
Ah bah vous avez pas
Emmett's not ready to talk to you, directly.
Oh, God. I suppose you're his mouthpiece.
I guess so, yeah. If I can say so, sir, the problem is you're coming on too strong. You intimidate him.
I don't intimidate him enough. That's the problem.
You can't talk him out of it. His mind is made up.
So, if talking won't work, there's always thrashing.
Ça ne peut pas attendre.
Can't you two have it out later?
You mean after he's gone through with this ridiculous stunt?
Yeah?
No!
Yeah.
Stay right there.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm counting to 4.
Emmett.
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
So, what's your plan?
I just stand here like this indefinitely. After a few centuries, the process of petrification will set in, and that'll be that.
Okay, that is a plan.
N'importe quoi.
Maybe he'll give you a fair chance to explain yourself. He is a judge, after all.
Yes, a judge who's already passed sentence. He won't listen to me. He never has.
I'll be right back. Emmett,
I'm not talking to him.
Rendez-vous à l'évidence.
just go deal with him. What have you got to lose?
That's what they said to Custer.
I'll be right back.
Je peux rien faire à part lui parler.
So, is your client prepared to make a statement?
He says it's no use talking to you. You never listen?
That only shows how pig-headed he is. Of course I'll listen. If he can justify his craziness, I'll be only too happy to indulge it.
Stay right there.
Voilà.
Fear!
Emmett,
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
you heard him. He said he'll listen to you.
Well,
At least give it a shot.
Allez.
Father,
Son?
you've never understood the first thing about me. All you want to do is step on me, squelch my natural instincts. You don't know what it's like to be young. You don't know what it's like to have dreams, to have ambitions so great and so powerful that they've got a life of their own. And it's all you can do to hang on for dear life while they've got a bond where they must. This is America, Pop. And in America, a person doesn't have to do what his father did. Isn't that why you came to America? To live where there wouldn't be so many rules? Well, we talked. Are you happy?
Appelle ça discuter, putain.
Please, you gotta get out of Emmett's way.
I have yet to hear a compelling or even coherent reason why.
C'est important.
See, Your Honor, it's just that this demo is so important to Emmett.
A childish kerfuffle. He'll forget all about it in 2 weeks' time.
That's what I'm afraid of. Emmett's just...
Stubborn, willful, single-minded, incorrigible, and obsessed.
Okay, but if you look at it from the right angle, those traits are kinda... good.
That may be your angle, Sonny, but I'm not so sure it's the right one. Make no mistake, those are traits that lead to trouble. He gets them from his mother.
C'est important.
Look, Your Honor, you don't see it, but there's an awful lot riding on Emmett's demonstration.
All the more reason why I've got to put a stop to it. Look me in the eyes, young man. I expect you know my son pretty well by now. Do you seriously think his exhibition is going to be a success?
Oui.
Sure, sure it will.
Ha! You know as well as I how it'll end. Disaster!
Maybe, and maybe not, but even if it does, I mean, isn't Emmett entitled to make a few mistakes?
Emmett has exceeded his quota for one lifetime. It's my job as his father to see to it there are no more mistakes.
Emmett's just trying to make a name for himself. Maybe things were different when you were a kid, but nowadays you gotta take chances.
What do you know about taking chances? Try moving to a strange country where you don't speak the language with only $2 to your name.
You?
You bet your socks, me! And I made out all right, too.
How'd your dad feel about it at the time?
Papa? He was fit to be tied. He called me a disobedient little...
So your father didn't approve of you coming to America?
Well, Papa never really understood the younger generation. He came around a bit in the end, but by then it was too late to. Tell him I'll listen to him. I want to listen to him. If he wants to talk.
Voilà.
Emmett?
Here to play peacemaker again, Pollyanna?
I really think he means it this time.
He won't listen to me.
He says you get your stubbornness from your mother.
Well, that's the limit. He's not satisfied with insulting me. He's got to drag my mother through the dirt, too. Mother isn't at all like me. She's gentle and sweet and endlessly patient. If anything, I'm more like... Oh, skip it.
You were starting to say that you're like...
Skip it.
Can it be that you and your dad?
No, next subject.
Emmett, stop being a dope. You've got your pride, okay, I get it. And so does he, but what's the harm in trying to make peace with the guy? He's your family, and family's important. Sometimes it's, well, even more important than we realize.
Allez. Petit bug. Bug.
May I come up?
Allez.
So, you think my new invention is a disaster waiting to happen?
Yes, I do. And I'm here to say, if any son of mine is going to make of himself a public disaster, I insist on being there to support him.
Pop! You're gonna change your tune once you see this baby go airborne. You see, the force field generated by the static accumulator... Marty, give Trixie the signal. We're ready for liftoff.
Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us through that unavoidable delay. And now the Hill Valley Expo is pleased as punch to present Mr. Emmett Brown and his electrokinetic levitator.
Allez, Emmett. Allez. Ça doit marcher. Oh oui.
Look at that! He's flying! Emmett is flying!
Pas totalement. Qu'est-ce qui se passe dehors sur le parking?
Hey, stop! Get back here!
Elle a la voiture.
Doc! Are you okay?
I thought I could change her. Things could be different.
Forget about it. Come on. We gotta find a way to stop her before...
No, don't come any closer.
Doc!
Go away!
But...
Move! Move! Marty!
Oh my God! Doc! Say something.
Chromium, lithium, potassium, iridium, titanium, ruthenium,
I'll get help.
newspaper.
What? You mean... Gonna get you to a hospital, Doc. You're gonna be okay.
Yes. Oh, I think I am going to be okay, Marty.
No, come on, Doc. Doc, don't do this. Don't go. Doc, come back.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Doc?
Marty, have you been out here the whole time?
Damn it. Is it over already?
Oh, it's over all right. You missed a very wild party. I'm afraid I've been banned from the expo for the next 50 years. And if I were you, I wouldn't go back in either. At least not until all the broken glass is swept up. Oh, what was I thinking? Naturally, the ionic wind generated by an electromagnet of that size would play havoc with a merely mechanical steering mechanism. We need a much more advanced control system. I wonder if we could find a way to translate the body's own gravitational field into electrokinetic force. One might be able to direct the ionic current simply by shifting one's weight. Oh, great Scott, that's it!
Et votre démonstration avec?
And you're not discouraged?
Discouraged? By what? You mean what happened in there? Oh, that was a learning experience. The way I see it, it's those little mistakes along the way that advance us along the pathway of knowledge. Come on, there's no time to lose. Let's get back to the lab and... I'm sorry, is something wrong?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost somebody.
Oh, how sad. Anyone I know?
Ah oui.
It was, Carl Sagan.
What? The guy who tried to hire me in there? You were friends with him? Strange. But how?
Don't worry about it. It's got nothing to do with you. What?
You're a complete mystery to me, Marty. Where you come from, what you're doing here. But there's one thing I do know. Whatever it is, it does have something to do with me.
Please, Emmett, don't ask
What's
any...
this? Come on, let me see. I deserve an explanation.
Non, faut pas qu'il sache.
You wouldn't understand.
Oh yeah? Try me.
On n'a pas idée.
What's that?
An explanation. But you've got to promise me. Don't look at it until you get the key to the city.
Huh?
Emmett!
Just promise.
Emmett! Where are you, my son?
I'll be right there, Pop. Key to the city? I don't understand.
And you can't understand. Not for a long time. It would do irreparable damage to something. Just say you promise.
Okay, I promise. Wait, I will see you again, right?
I guarantee it.
Venna. Venna, ça. Ça serait...
Hey, it worked.
Il est de retour. Doc est de retour.
So, you were the same Marty. Funny how memory can play tricks on a person. I remembered you being much taller.
How was the ceremony?
Long. You've got a theatrical way of sending messages.
Only way I could do it without messing up your timeline.
Very clever. But what are you doing in 1931?
Je vais devenu pour...
I came to rescue you.
Teenage me?
No, you. But then teenage you got mixed up in it. See, you were in jail and...
Never mind, it's better I don't know. Let's just get back to 1986. That is, unless your presence has caused any other time anomalies.
J'espère pas, hein.
Me? Nah, no. Well, I'm still a little confused about my...
Ça c'est la voix de Michael J. Fox.
Where is he? Where's that no good son of mine? He's not worthy of the McFly name. You see my Artie anywhere? Artie McFly? That's the one. Just got a call from Melvin at the city records office. He tells me the dad blamed fool's gone and got himself hitched to a Canadian floozy. Can you believe it? Hitched? Married. I swear, that boy's gonna put his papa in an early grave. So that's how she got her job back. Ah, he's married the wrong grandma. I mean, Trixie's not my grandma. And if she's not my grandma, I'm not me. Wait, that was great-grandpa Willie. I met him when he was a baby.
Ah ouais.
He peed on me.
C'est lui.
Holy crap,
Dans le fond.
Doc, I'm gonna disappear again.
Calm down, Marty. You seem reasonably solid right now. Whatever the problem is, I'm sure we can undo it with the help of...
That car!
Oh merde.
Great.
How the hell did she get back here?
She?
You? You're not Edna. What's going on here? Is this some plot to put me in the nut house?
No, it's all very simple, Danny.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Tell me, did I or did I not just chase Edna Strickland off in this car?
Not this exact car, but a car just like it.
A car with a nasty habit of disappearing into thin
Non,
air?
c'est barré.
Well,
Wait, Edna Strickland just disappeared in the DeLorean?
If that's what you call it. It made a loud noise, and then wham! Nothing!
Merde.
Great Scott!
Mon Dieu, ça tu peux le dire.
Marty, do you have any notion what date she might have jumped to?
none at all, Doc. See, that DeLorean's time circuits are out of whack. They could jump to any date at all.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Let's just hope she jumped into the future. The far future. If she's jumped into the past...
You think she might mess up the time stream? Wait a minute, this is Edna. Of course she would mess up the time stream.
Guys, you mind telling me what the hell you're...
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Uh-oh.
Il était là, non? Oh putain, tout disparaît. Oh non. Il Valley n'a jamais existé, ou quoi? Oh, oh.
Doc? Did we just leave Hill Valley?
No, I believe Hill Valley just left us.
How?
Something must have happened to it. A long time ago.
Oh putain. Attends, chose qui arrive. C'est encore lui.
Well, now you two looking mighty lost. Hey, what on earth is that thing?
It's an experimental vehicle. Pay it no mind.
Look, maybe you can help us. We're looking for Hill Valley. Well, which is it, a hill or a valley? No, it's a town. It's a town called Hill Valley. Hill Valley, a town? Say, I think I once heard that there was a town here a long time ago. Don't know much about it, though.
Just as I suspected.
What happened to Hill Valley? Oh, heck, I don't know. That was all before I was born.
Then whatever it was must have happened at least 45 years ago.
Nobody much cares to settle around here nowadays. My dad tried to buy a farm in this area years ago, but he got run off by Scary Mary. Scary Mary? Well, that's what we all call her. Lives a couple miles from here. I make a monthly drop at her place. She's a fiend for news. Takes all the papers in the county, never throws one away. Say, if there's anybody who can tell you what happened to Hill Valley, it's her. Can you direct us to her?
It's imperative that we talk to her.
Sorry, fellas, but I'm pretty sure she won't talk to you. Why wouldn't she talk to us? The thing of it is, guys, Mary's older than dirt, but she's also a little tetched, if you catch my drift. She doesn't like strangers.
I'm sure we can handle her.
We'll be very polite, please. We gotta see her. Well, okay, if you insist. Take a right turn just after the bridge, then follow the wheel ruts till they come to an end. You'll have to go the last quarter mile on foot. Good luck, and don't say I didn't warn you. I got a notion I'll be kicking myself for sending you up there.
Ça devient de plus en plus bizarre.
Can I drive?
Tu peux conduire. You can do it. Allez, encore 10 minutes. Ça devient vraiment passionnant, putain. Joli, hein.
Mary Pickford.
Eh, c'est le correcteur temporel. C'est la DeLorean. Stop. Dégagé. On va voir l'époque de la DeLorean.
Doc, it's a...
Shh.
Mary Pickford.
Elles sont au courant, entier.
Look!
Shh.
Pourquoi ça m'énerve?
I'm guessing this mop doesn't get much use. Look!
Shh.
Où est-ce qu'on est? On est grillé direct si je fais ça.
Step away from the cabin!
Pardon us for intruding, madam. We were wondering if you could tell us...
I don't talk to hooligans!
On a very friendly sort.
Doc, that was Edna.
Edna Strickland? Impossible.
This is how she was when I first met her. I had to... Listen, just leave it to me.
Okay, you think you know how to handle her. Just remember, we need to know what happened to Hill Valley, and just as importantly, the precise time when it happened.
Ok, c'est facile à dire qu'à faire.
Edna's grandfather, Marshall Strickland. That's the same picture I saw in Edna's apartment, way back, in the future. Hey, Miss Strick.
Who are you?
Marty McFly.
Marty McFly.
That's a foolish name, and I make it a rule not to talk to strangers with foolish names.
But we're not strangers.
How do I know you?
I saved your life once, a long time ago, remember? Kid Tannen had you tied up.
Listen, Sonny, I'm an easygoing woman, but I got a few rules I live by. And rule number 1 is, I never, ever talk about the past! Or the future, neither. I don't talk about any day but today.
D'accord.
I guess that didn't go so well.
Of course she doesn't talk about the past, because there's something in her past she's trying to forget. But we're gonna pry it out of her. Go ahead, knock on the door again.
Ok. Qui je pourrais... Allez. On tente... Yakov Smirnov. Le son, ouais, je connais.
What?
It's me again, your old friend.
How do I know you?
We spent the day together
We did? Where?
at the expo.
That's crazy. I've been here all... What day is it?
Tuesday, October 13th, 1931.
October 13th, 1931. October 13th. Something funny about that date. Well, what are you here for?
Je vous ai amené quelque chose.
I brought something for you.
What is it? Let me see.
Ah ouais, super. Papier.
I brought you this.
Already got one.
Je peux lui donner les fleurs.
Were you expect?
I wasn't.
J'ai les fleurs. Je vais cliquer dessus parce que je peux avoir... Hop. Tiens. Putain, mais j'ai dit les fleurs, fuck.
I brought you this.
I ain't interested in flowers.
Wait till you hear.
And I especially ain't interested in talking flowers. Put them away.
I hate to see it like this.
Photo. La photo. Ton père qui ne sert à rien. Depuis le début du jeu. Photo de genre. Ouais, ça m'énerve ce bug.
I brought you this picture.
Who's that?
You don't know him, but he looks a lot like this guy you did know.
Not interested.
We must have brought something Edna wants.
Don't look at me. I didn't bring anything but myself.
Tu peux pas m'aider?
An old saloon sign. Cool. Too bad it's all burnt.
Ah, tiens, on va utiliser dans liste, ça fait longtemps que vous avez pas utilisé. Les tickets peut-être aussi, j'ai pas testé les tickets, donc c'est jamais. Je sais pas, c'est du solo, mais bon. Non, pas les fleurs. Je sais pas pourquoi j'ai cliqué sur les fleurs. Peut-être ça. Allez.
I brought you these tickets to the expo.
What expo?
The expo you left when you swiped the DeLorean and jumped back in time.
Stop messing with my brain. I don't know nothing about time travel, and I never did. And what's more, I never talk about the past.
Bon bah... J'avais deviné. Hein.
brought you... him.
Him? Who him? Him who?
Look hard. Don't tell me you don't recognize your own boyfriend.
My boyfriend?
Yeah, he's all grown up.
Come closer, fella.
Marty, what am I supposed to do?
Trust me, Doc. Just go with it.
It can't be! Emmett!
Yes, Edna. It's me.
It is! It's October 13th, 1931! Oh, and you are Emmett! Emmett! How did I get so turned around? Have I been dreaming, or... Well, stay there!
It's a classic case of repressed memory syndrome. Once the mental dam is broken, the subject is immediately plunged into the midst of the very scenes she's trying to forget.
Oula.
Darling, you've come back. Of course I knew you would. An intelligent boy like you wouldn't be one to throw away true love all because of a silly quarrel. I've already forgotten about last night's little tiff. I trust you've done the same?
Of course I have.
Of course I have. What?
Canard.
Schnookums.
Schnookums.
You're sweet. But you're still keeping company with this Smirnoff character. I insist you drop him. He's a bad influence. And you've got to stop working on that dangerous electrokinetic... What's...
Okay.
I suppose now you're miffed with me for forcing Detective Parker to close your booth down. Bitter medicine for you, I know, but I had to do it. And Parker had no choice but to obey my orders. He knows that my opinion carries a lot of weight in Hill Valley, and he'd never... Parker would never... Oh...
What is it?
I don't know. Something about Detective Parker. Something that happened to me on October 13th. What could it be?
Can you jog her memory? If we can keep her mind in the past, we may get the full story of Hill Valley's premature destruction.
Donc voilà, on va s'arrêter sur ce bon moment-ci. J'entends déjà des gens crier dans l'écran. Mais putain, mais continue, continue. Et bah non, je le ferai demain. Et demain, j'essaye de le finir. Et vraiment essayer de le finir. Donc sur ce, je vous laisse. Bisous bisous. À demain. Pour sans doute le dernier épisode.